I appreciate all the members of the council for the good job you have done during my reign as the choir master of this church. Thank you so very much, sir. So straight to the report. The choir ended the year 2020 with visitation to some aged members of the church, as usual. We sang, I'm giving the report. So, choir activities. The choir participated in all the church activities, weddings, birthdays, burials, and other activities in the last 6 years, not just this year. Once again, I appreciate you for that. Harvest Thanksgiving. We celebrated the Harvest Thanksgiving this year in a grand style by adding a hymn in procession for the first time in the history of this church. And the harvest was hosted by the council of the sanctuary choir. So that was a good one during the harvest too. Thank you very much, choristers, and special thanks to the council members too. Choir events. We celebrated the mid-year concert this year in a new way by involving all singing groups in the church, and we thank God for the huge success recorded. Mama Oyediran can testify to this. Cooperative program. We join other choristers to form part of JTI Young Baptist Mass Choir and performed at all events of the association and conference, as well as the convention session at the campground, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Lagos, in April. Admission to higher institution. Most of our young choristers gained admission into different tertiary institutions this year. Lately, let me not just say this year, most of them gained admissions into different tertiary institutions. It is a thing of joy because we recorded most in the history of the choir in the last few years. Welfare and visitation. We visited some bereaved members of the choir. We also visited few of the aged members. We also visited a few of the aged members, and cash gifts were given to some, and other gifts were given to others. Bursary allowance were extended to the scholars in our midst, courtesy of our father, Mr. Anyolowo. Daddy, I'm saying thank you so much. You have been a great support since I rotated in as the choir master 6 years ago. We procure a cordless microphone to the church to promote God's work. Evangelism. The choir also took part in the Ilero program in Oyo State to propagate the gospel. That happened just recently. We had our representative at that program. Thank you so much, Mrs. Keshiro, for standing in for the choir. The Lord is your strength. And finally, election. Election for the incoming choir master. Election was conducted in November, and Mr. Dapojo emerged as the incoming choir master. And so today, I want to present to you, please step forward, sir. Mr. Odewumi, you can as well step forward. And so today I present to you the incoming choir master of the church come January 1st, 2022. I am not just presenting the incoming choir master. Let me also present to us Mr. Toye Odeomi. He has been of great help during my time as the choir master, and I want to believe he is able and even more than able to work with the incoming choir master. Thank you so very much, church. Thank you, the choir council. God bless you. Thank you, the deputy choir master, for your support. Assistant choir master, I really appreciate you, sir. But quickly, before I go into the awards, history will not forgive me if I fail to appreciate that man in his grave. The man who saw the potentials in me some 15 years ago and appointed me as assistant choir master. I'm referring to that great man by name, late Gladstone Shegun George. I learned something so great in this man. When you're talking about planning, oh God, late Gladstone Shegun George is number one. He's number one. He can plan 5 choir festivals at a time. Or let me say at a sitting. He can plan 5 different choir festivals and he will deliver everything perfectly. May the good Lord continue to uphold the family that they left behind in Jesus' name. I cannot also but to appreciate the choir master emeritus, the man who rotated out for me 6 years ago, the man who did the same thing to me 6 years ago. Thank you so much, Deacon Ajekigbe, Ewoke Ejuosi Church. Thank you, sir. God bless you. So we move straight to the awards. The choir can be seated now. Our plan is to round up this program before 1:30, and we are still working towards that. So very quickly, we move into the awards. Very quickly, let me invite, our mother is not in the church, Chief Mrs. Joko Tade Akin George, Captain Okonla also called that if Mama is not in church, I should go ahead and ask Mrs. Oladebo to present this award. So Mrs. Oladebo, Iyabowale Akin George Oladebo, please come down and present your award to the Best Soprano 2021. This award goes to, oh, okay. Mrs. Oladebo is still on her way. We had challenges as far as soprano singers are concerned this year, particularly from when the time the pandemic struck. Soprano singers were nowhere, whether online or offline. But God took control of everything. And today we are presenting this award to no other soprano singer than Adebola Adeniyi.
Congratulations for this hard-earned work you've done for the choir as the Best Soprano Leader.
Thank you so much, Ms. Oladebo. We'll move straight to the Best Alto Singer 2021. This is late Sovio and Mrs. Olufela Joda Award for the Best Alto Singer for the year 2021. Mommy, please, Mabonwaju Abba, present the award for jokingly, I said at a rehearsal pé ẹ̀yin autos níjọ́ kan ẹ wúra yín dáadáa tábàtì ẹ̀ ní a fẹ́ ṣe award ta lẹ fi pé best auto tọ́ sí èmi ni tiyín ní tòótọ́ wọn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ padà. And so today we present this award to Mrs. Olubunmi Adeyemi, the best auto.